Hello, my name is Luna Affinity. If you are new here, I just want to welcome you to my channel. I am on here because most people access me through live streams, but I wanted to kind of explain other ways that you would be able to contact me. But before I get into that, I just wanted to let you know a little bit who I am. I'm a Gemini, Aries rising, Taurus moon. I'm 33 years old. I've been reading tarot professionally for 3 years. I'm a talker. I'm an entrepreneur. I work from home. And I enjoy all things food and luxury. It's that Taurus moon of mine. What you can expect from my channel from a reading with me is a chill vibe, no nonsense energy in the chat stream or the private reading itself. I specialize in love, romance, and relationships, but I will answer a variety of questions for other areas of life. Like, for example, I do channeling. I can tap into your life purpose, maybe some career messages. I also talk and communicate with your spirit guides to see any insight of what it is that you need to know. Now, why would tarot be a good idea? Let's just say you're new here and you're not exactly sure if this is for you. So, let me give you some examples as to why it might benefit you. Tarot turns self care into soul care. It gives you a better understanding about things and maybe gets you feeling a little bit more grounded. A lot of times, my clients will come in and they will be feeling anxious or they'll be feeling depressed, and it's a sign that they need nourishment for their soul. So they'll come to me to connect deeply with themselves. I strongly believe that everyone has the answers within themselves. They know exactly what is needed, as far as answers. I feel like they just need the guidance on how to get there and how to tap into that. It also complements therapy. Now, in no way do I say this replaces therapy. Therapy is its own modality, and it definitely has amazing healing benefits. I would never say replace therapy with tarot, but I will say that tarot could work alongside of it to kind of give you further in-depth messages or understandings. Now, a lot of times people come to tarot to get a reading because they're looking for answers. And I do see a lot of times that you find those answers, but a lot of times a reading can open up another channel of even more questions. But I feel like that's the purpose of tarot, is to find ways to look further within, get more information and more insight about what you're feeling, because a lot of times I think we oppress those things. Now, tarot can also open up a dialogue. It can get a conversation going. It can help you realize, like, for example, I saw like if someone pulls like let's just say a five of air, this talks about feeling conflict, feeling tension. Now, maybe you don't realize that's what you're feeling. Maybe you're coming because you're coming to the channel because you want to know an answer about a certain situation. But what spirit is saying here is that you're overworking your brain. You are like thinking way too much about this. It's time to disconnect, get out in nature, do something to distract your mind, because this is probably going to be manifesting physically for you as well, like with headaches, insomnia, things of that nature. It's seriously a power struggle in a way, that's creating this conflict. So it's kind of time to step back and take a look at things. But this might open up a dialogue for you to say, well, what advice do you have? What could we do? What could I do to try to kind of detach myself and not dwell in that space? So then we get further into the reading for yourself. Now, reasons that you wouldn't want to do tarot is if it goes against your beliefs. I would never want someone to come in and get a reading from me if it doesn't align with who they are. And if it doesn't align with your own beliefs, then it's just not for you, and that's okay. Tarot is not for everyone. You also want to come into a reading being very open-minded. If you're skeptical, it's not going to help. It's not a matter of believing or not believing, but it is a matter of being open, because when it comes to tarot, as I said, it's a way to find clarity, get some grounded perspective, and you're looking within. So if you're going to deny or object to every single thing that someone is reading for you, it's not beneficial to you. It's discouraging to your reader because they want to help. So you definitely want to come to it open-minded. Now, again, like I said, it's not a replacement for therapy. So definitely, I mean, if you're not doing therapy and you want to do readings, that's great. But I would say, like, just definitely don't replace therapy in general. Now, if this is something that you're still interested in and you want to know more about how I do readings, you can always go to my pre-recorded broadcast, kind of see who I am, how I read for you, how I interpret things. And if you are interested further and I'm not available for a live reading on YouTube, you can always go to my Etsy shop. I'm going to link that information below along with my link tree. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. My link tree is going to have everything that you need to know. It's about me and ways to access me. It's going to have my email. It's going to have all of my social medias. It's going to have my Etsy page on it. My link tree is like the main way for you to get all access to me, Luna Affinity. I will say that I am strong with clairsentience, which is clear feeling. If you're an empath or you feel sensitive to other people's energies, you might resonate with clairsentience, but I'm also claircognizant, which means I have information and I get information and I don't know how I know it, but I just do. It's just like this knowing. I do have clairvoyance. I've always had it, but I've kind of steered away from tapping further into clairvoyance, but it's getting stronger as time goes on because I can't really ignore it anymore. And I do have clairaudience as well. It's mostly ringing and alerts and feelings that I sense. If you're looking for a mediumship, if you're looking for someone who speaks to those who have passed on, that's not me. That's not what I do. Maybe at some point, but that's not where I am in my tarot and spiritual reading journey. So if that is something that you're looking for, I could probably make some recommendations, and you could also search for that specifically online. And I'm sure you can find many people who can do that for you. So, like I said, you can look into a reading that I have already done to see how I read. There's tons of videos and content and even pick a card readings on my YouTube. However, I do want to just do a collective conscious reading here really quickly and just kind of see with the collective what is going on so you can get an idea of how I do my readings. And remember, my Etsy shop is open all of the time, 24/7. You can access it. And I have many different reading options for when I'm not here live streaming. That's the main point of this video, is I want you to know that you can always place an order through Etsy to get a reading from me. And if there's something on there that you're not seeing, like let's just say you wanted a spirit guide reading, but you don't see that as an option in my store, you can always email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com. We could work something out as like a donation-based service. Or if I find that it's a popular thing that people are asking, I'll add it to my shop. And if it's already something I planned on doing anyway, but it's just not a listing available, then I can go ahead and expedite that for you so we can get that going. So if there's ever not something that you see on there, definitely ask. I also do pregnancy readings, but they're very, very basic. It's more like yes or no questions that I could ask for you with my dowsing rods. There's also other disclaimers, types of questions I don't answer, medical questions, legal, financial questions. I can help you with those questions based on ways to deal with those answers on a spiritual level, but I wouldn't be able to give you any kind of professional advice in those areas. I also don't answer questions regarding death dates. There's the whole disclaimer section of things that I don't answer. But as far as my specialties, I definitely would contact me for love, romance, and relationships. It's something that a lot of people come to me for, but I feel validated in feeling like I specialize in those just because of the things that I have been through in my own personal life and the insight that I can offer in addition to your readings. Now, let's just say you were coming to me for a general reading. This is what I would say to you. I would say, and this might also apply to you now because I'm doing a general, but I would say that you may have felt or feel lately that you need to be less social, or you may be coming into a place where you need to be less social. The Hermit card talks about kind of pulling away from external forces, external energies, and kind of going within to retreat. This is actually a great card for if this is the first reading you've ever had, because a Hermit card talks about taking the time needed to go within to figure out, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? What do I need to heal? What's going on with me? The Ace of Fire talks about inspiration. This is the card of the muse. So if this was a general, I would tell you that you might be starting to get downloads from spirit. You might be getting inspiration. It may be time to tap back into that art project. Or if you're an entrepreneur and you wanted to start a new project or a new company or something along those lines, this is the time to do it, because momentum is starting to build in that direction and you're getting a lot of insight and information on that. The Ace of Air next to it also talks about new beginnings. We have two cards talking about starting something new, a new path, a new journey, a new spiritual enlightenment journey, things along those lines that are going to be successful and serve you and benefit you as well. The Ace of Air talks about communication. So you could be getting insight from other people, and inspiration from other people. This could just be let's just kind of get the board going. Like, let's just start to put the pieces somewhere and figure out what our next steps would be. And then Six of Fire talks about getting the recognition that you deserve for the work that you've been putting in thus far. It's a public recognition. It means that someone around you is admiring you, is using maybe you as inspiration as well, or some type of role model to look up to. So that's just a 4-card reading. I do a lot more than that, but I just wanted to give you kind of insight and information on what I am seeing, what I am getting from this. So again, I'm going to have ways to access me and get a reading from me in the description of this video. My Etsy shop, like I said, is open 24/7, so you can access me anytime. You can email me anytime, and as soon as I'm back during work hours, let's just say you message me at like 9 o'clock at night and I'm not available, I will message you the following business day. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell, and I look forward to any comments from you. If you have any questions for me specifically, I'm happy to do a follow-up video. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, definitely do that, because maybe you're kind of on the fence, not really sure if you want to place an order just yet. If you subscribe to my channel, you can get notifications of when I'm live, and then you can kind of see what I'm all about, what it is that I offer. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I post a lot of content on there as well. So TikTok is pretty much where you'll find me if I'm not here on YouTube. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or evening, whatever time you watch this, and I look forward to, and hopefully we'll see you again.